Welcome to Founders Club, the show for real estate entrepreneurs. In your day-to-day, do you have an assistant?
Oh, yeah.
Multiple?
No, well, okay. So I sort of have multiple. So I have an executive assistant who is virtual. I never in a million years thought that would work, because I had tried it, and it was great.
I need to know about this.
So I'll give a plug. I have nothing. I know the owners and they're great people, but I am not incentivized in any way to plug them. But Belay Solutions.
Belay.
Like
mountain.
Yeah, like on
repelling.
Belay. Yeah, BELAY. BelaySolutions.com. They will find a person. So they have you do personality tests. They have virtual assistants doing personality tests. So they'll kind of match you up, because it's a pretty intimate role.
Totally.
And they're working primarily with stay-at-home moms who they want to work part-time. So they're generally based out of the States.
That's great.
And so yeah, we got connected there, but I would have a really hard time operating, because she manages all my calendar. She's in my inbox. Right. Everything.
How are you able to? Because we've tried a couple virtual assistants, especially at actually your assistant level, and just haven't been able to crack the code. Like, how are you managing this person and communicating? Is it email only?
So again, I got to give credit to Belay. So not only do they help source the person, but they also essentially onboard both of you and teach you how to work together.
Oh, that's great.
And what they said you need to meet twice a week via Zoom. You got to be looking each other in the eye, face to face. And I told them, I said, that's crazy. We can just do a call. And even she was like, I don't want to do it face to face.
Yeah.
That means I got to put on makeup before I get on the Zoom call and all this other stuff.
I got to get out of my pajamas.
Yeah, and it's in the morning for me, and I'm in Texas, I'm in Austin, and she's in California. So if we're meeting, at 9 a.m., then for a quick check-in, then that's pretty early for her.
Yeah.
And they said, look, just do it. Try it. And one thing for me, if I pay somebody money, I will trust them implicitly. I'm going to do what you tell me to do. I'm going to have my own opinions and ideas. And if what you're doing doesn't work out, I'm going to revert to mine, but I'm going to fully trust you. Because you know this, we have people that hire us and pay us, whether we're doing consulting or they're in a mastermind, and they just want to freaking argue with you when you give them ideas. God. And having been on the other side, I refuse to do that to other people. It's like, fine, I'm going to trust you implicitly, and I'm so glad I did, because it worked. We every Monday at 9 a.m. we've got a check-in. Unless if I'm out of town or something, we don't do it. And we just go over, here's my calendar for the week. She points out things that I need to keep an eye on. She'll say, hey, you've got this email in your inbox from this person. It takes 20 minutes. And that kind of sets the tone. We'll have a check-in again on Thursday morning. And sometimes if everything's smooth, it's
5 minutes.
Do you need it?
Yeah.
And but we really try to maintain that, but that's it. So
that's awesome.
We talk for 20 minutes.
And does she manage your email inbox?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I could not live if it were not for that. So she manages my calendar, my email inbox, books the travel. So when an email comes in to my inbox, if it's something that I absolutely do not want her to respond to, I move it into a folder that is just Ryan's inbox. So a separate folder that I set up, I move it in, she knows, don't touch it. If it's something I absolutely want her to respond to, I move it into a to respond. But there might be a day or two where I don't check my email. So if it's something that she's sort of questioning, she'll leave it there for a bit and say, hey, something came in from this person, it looks important. And so over the last couple of years, she's gotten to figure out what's important, what isn't.
Yeah.
And when in doubt, what she will do is she'll respond from my inbox saying, to somebody saying, hey, this is Serena, Ryan's assistant. Just want to let you know, Ryan's out or Ryan's busy, or but I'm going to make sure that he sees this when we meet again on Thursday. Just wanted you to know you're not being ignored and all. I was nervous when she started doing it, because what if a friend, what if you email me and then you get a response from her? Are you going to think that I'm just a total pompous prick that I've got? Everybody loves it.
And I don't think so.
Right,
yeah.
No, everybody's like, oh, great, thank you.
I think it's more just getting a response.
Exactly.
Oh, you're busy? That's cool.
Yeah.
Get back to me next week or whatever.
All of my fears around it just wasn't that big a deal. And now there's so many people that she'll be like, do you really need to talk to this person? No, I don't. Let them know that I'm busy. I'll try to get with them, later. But between that, I've got very specific points in my calendar that are blocked off for when outside meetings can be scheduled, and it's just a couple hours a week. So she can, just at her own liberty, book those for me if she deems it appropriate. Or I'll say, hey, make sure it comes in. But even if I do respond, I'll CC her in the email and say, hey, Serena, can you make sure you book a meeting?
Right.
Because I'll tell you, the back and forth of trying to get on somebody's schedule,
oh my God, it's painful.
takes forever. And so to be able to hand that off, that is one of my single biggest kind of productivity hacks, if you will.
Yeah, I just haven't been able to let go yet, but I'm like so at that point because I'm overwhelmed by emails and just need to let go of that.
And I don't maintain, inbox zero at all times, but it stays pretty light. It stays very manageable. And she'll tell me, she'll just, hey, you still have this on your inbox.
Yeah.
And so knowing that she's watching it gives me a sense of freedom that I don't have to have anxiety about it.
Love it.
So, and I think as entrepreneurs, busy professionals, mastering that inbox is important.
Totally.
And having somebody to help you with it is important. I also have, I mentioned I've got kind of two. My mom also helps us out a lot. And so my mom handles a lot of the personal stuff because frankly, if you can't trust your mom, who can you trust? And so a lot of the kind of the day-to-day type things, I've got, mom on the payroll because
good for you.
When the Southern boy, you make money, you put mom on the payroll.
Bring the family in.
Yeah, exactly.
Heck yeah.
So.
That's great, man. I love that. To listen to this full Founders Club interview, go to foundersclub.tv.